Hi, this is Erica Dyer with Incoherent Ramblings of a Crazy Bitch with Nick, the man who can't sit still. You're leaving again, aren't you, Nick?
Yes, I am.
You
Yes, I am.
travel everywhere. Tell us
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, that's true. By the way, if anybody has any questions, concerns, or comments, email us ericadyerpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, and we'll read them on air anonymously, so you don't have to worry about having your name in there. It'll be fine.
Yes, absolutely. Speaking of anonymous, I got to throw this out here real quick. I got a random text message from I'm not going to read the whole number, but the area code is 405 and the number ends in 1702. If this is you, because I don't know who it is, says, "Hi, how are you doing recently?" I don't respond if I don't know who it is. So either I had your number at one point and I deleted it, or you got my number, or you're some rando, because my number's actually out there. I don't reply for the simple fact because my number's handed out at hospitals, and it could always be, some doctor or somebody trying to get help. But if you're trying to pick me up and you're good looking and have a good job and don't live in your parents' basement, just say, "Hey, how are you doing? Remember me? This is so-and-so." You got to give me a name because I have no clue who this is. Wish I could say this was the first time, but it's not.
No. I'm sure you've gotten a few of those in the last bit for sure. By the way, no, I wanted to kind of say last week when we went over my trip. My friend Bianca was in town. We went over that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to mention when we went to Mambo Zombie that morning. Let me see here. I have the picture that I think I sent you. At 9 in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The girl I always mention I've messed around with at Tennessee, this, that, and the other, that's getting married. She messaged me that next morning. Now, let me read you the message.
Oh, God. This thirsty bitch.
Yeah, this is also the one I met in Tennessee when I was going from Atlanta to Indianapolis to go to Horror Hound.
Mm-hmm.
I met her that day and we talked, and she didn't tell her husband that I was there, and she was sitting at Starbucks with me talking for an hour. This is her. Yeah, messaged me at 9 in the morning. "Please tell me that woman is cool as she looks. She's gorgeous." It's fine. I messaged her then almost, I don't know, hours later, we'll say at 4 p.m. She's a friend from California, but yes, she is. Don't worry. And I had to put California in there just to kind of flex on her a little bit, be like, "Yeah, I got this girl from California," even though she's just my friend. Then she says, "Oh, okay, cool!" Exclamation point, because she's a babe, and I was like, "Thank you," and that was it.
Yeah, that bitch is thirsty for your dick because I'm telling you, she's because it's not like you guys are best friends. I would be like, "Damn, Nick, is she cool? She's looking good, man." But for it to be this chick that just so slyly didn't mention to her fiance as you were sitting beside her in the car when you guys were talking the other day. No, she's fishing. She is fishing. And if anybody thinks I'm wrong, let us know. ericadyerpodcast@gmail.com. But I'm telling you, that bitch is thirsty. She wants to know.
Listen, yeah, she's the same age I am. And I think she's been with this guy since 2018, 2019, I think, or 2019, I'm not sure. And they've been together a while. I've met the dude. He's a decent guy. He's fine. He's never had really a stable job, to be honest. Every time I've met her, and I'm like, "Oh, what's he doing now?" And it's something different. But I get it. You're maybe that's just how you are. You're just kind of ADD, and you can't
yeah,
have a you're constantly bored and things like that. That's fine.
Yeah, but see, her problem is at this point she's been with him so long, she's not wanting to start over. I guarantee they're not going to have a happy marriage. Will they stay married? Oh, sure. But I don't think they're going to have a happy marriage, and I don't even know her. I'm just saying that because the way that she has spoke to you and wanting to, it just. But she's been with him so long.
Yeah.
She's in her mid-30s. Her baby-making days are very, very limited. If she was to start over with somebody now, she may never have children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I've talked to her about that, and she really wants to have kids and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of weighing on her as well.
Well, she better get to it because it's harder on your body the older you are, and plus it's harder to get pregnant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I think a couple of years ago she got that gastric bypass thing and dropped a fuck ton of weight for sure. She looks like she does back in high school. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing, that fear of gaining that weight back. I mean, she'll be fine that way, I'm sure, but it just biologically, she would be considered a geriatric mother, to be honest, because she's your age. So yeah, that they would consider her geriatric. They would want to run all kinds of tests on her.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. If women who have try to have kids in their mid to late 30s, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah,
that's
our eggs are old.
Yeah, that's why I'm aiming for somebody young with a lot of eggs.
There you go. There you go.
Jeez.
Get them eggs while they're fresh, not old and dried up.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit.
But no, actually, and here's a funny thing. After we recorded last time because we missed the prior week, but after recording 2 weeks ago, the girl Bianca called me on the phone because she was getting her stuff together for the next trip. So we already bought tickets and we're going to the Vampire Ball in Savannah, Georgia, November 3rd, I think. So that's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
can't wait to hear about that. And pictures. I want to see pictures.
Oh no, those are gonna be pictures for sure. Trying to get. I've text messaged and email and messaged some other friends who I would like to go down so we can have more to just me there. If I can have some friends, that'd be cool. But I'll see what happens. I mean, I've given everybody a good amount of notice. So
good.
We will see. I'll message some other friends the next few days and make sure that I at least do that. I can't force anybody to go, but hopefully we can get a few people I know down there. But no, yeah, it actually called me as soon as I think we were on the Zoom call after the podcast. She immediately called me and confirmed everything. I was like, yeah, this is it. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Now you was it last? Yeah, it was last weekend. You went to stay in that cabin with your friends, right?
Yeah, I went to Dragon Con, and then I went to Dragon Con that Friday, and then the next few days I was at the cabin with my friends. But
okay.
No, the reason I wanted to go to Dragon Con is because I'm part of this Dragon Con singles group.
Yeah, and you were going to wear your pair ring.
Yeah, I wore the pair ring. Nothing. I wore it that whole day. I didn't see anybody else wear it, so I was the only jackass.
Not yet, but there's still
not yet for sure. Not yet for sure. But no, they had a meetup at 6 somewhere, and I went to it, and I was that. I also made the mistake of that morning getting up ass early at 10 a.m. to go to Orange Theory and then do that and then go to Dragon Con. And if you've never been to Dragon Con is spread all over between 5 hotels in downtown Atlanta, and all you do is walk. All you do is walk up, down, up, upstairs, downstairs, and across the street to get to where everything is. That's all you do is walk. So yeah. So by the time 6 o'clock rolled around, I was fucking beat. I was very beat.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. But no, I went to the vendor area and picked up some art for my place and got some unique posters. Couldn't find any naked titty art or anything. That was disappointing. So whatever. All my art's fine for everybody. Whatever. But I went to the group and I talked to some people and things like that, and I was just like, man, these people, I hate to be political about it, but they're all super fucking liberal, very almost extreme leftist.
Well, and why are you going to Dragon Con and talking politics anyway. I mean,
and like that. Well, I mean, they like it wasn't really anything they said outright, but it was like the way they were talking and saying and doing stuff. I was like, oh, I know this group. You know,
okay.
it's kind of like everybody had to say their pronouns and like who they were fucking kind of thing. It was like that kind of
gotcha.
Like,
Just started feeling really, yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, by the time we get to the last person, it's going to be Monday already, and DragonCon will be over.
Yep.
So I talked to some people, this and the other. You know, I was like, just chit chatting, and I was like, once again, I was fucking beat from working out that morning, and just my legs were killing me. And I was there for like 30, 35 minutes, and I was like, I'm gonna get my car and go the fuck back home.
Yep.
And I was like, God damn, dude, these people, like, because like one girl I met, she's like, yeah, I'm from Nashville. I'm 32 years old. I got ADD and it's like this and the other. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't.
Why would you introduce yourself like that?
It's like,
what the
I
fuck?
don't care what mental thing you think you have or might have is. That's none of my concern. Age is nice to know. That's fine. Didn't really care about how old you are. That's not a concern as of right now. I'm just talking to you right now. But I'm glad you're from Nashville. You still live in Tennessee. That's nice. Whatever. Kept trying to talk to conversations to people, but they kept switching up every like 2 or 3 minutes. It was weird. I was like, can we not keep this going? But okay, whatever. But yeah, after a little bit, I just got frustrated and left. I was like, I'm done. I can't do this.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah.
No.
But then that the next morning I packed and went to the cabin in the middle of fucking nowhere, Georgia. The only
where horror movies are made.
No, I'm not even fucking kidding. Like where the cabin is, like there's practically no cell phone service. So luckily we had Wi-Fi and things, so we were fine. We were watching movies and like whatever, it was fine. I didn't get there till like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, even though I left early because there was a fucking traffic accident on 85 in Atlanta, and it took like an hour or 2 to get through it. It was fucking terrible. The whole place was like blocked off, man. It was nuts. But yeah, it was awful, just terrible. And eventually got there. Eventually, started drinking and doing, just smoking weed and things like that, and just having a good time. So it was great. The only thing I had to do, well, before that, I had to go get we had to go get food. It was like Zaxby's or whatever. Got enough for everybody. We had a bunch of junk food. We had a good time. We're watching crazy ass movies. In the hot tub downstairs. I had brought my giant big ass Bluetooth speaker. Lucky there was nobody near us. I could get pissed at us. We were just playing like obnoxious music the whole night and having a good time. So it was good.
Good.
Went to go eat at some barbecue place down the road the next day. Then just went back and hung out some more, watched more movies, got drunk, got high again, and just kept having a good time and stuff. So that was
good.
it. Not a lot of activities, just kind of relaxing and just hanging out. I think me and these guys come together probably a handful of times throughout the year because a couple of them live in Augusta and it's far for them to come up to us. So
yeah,
it was good to have them there. Yeah,
good.
It was nice.
I'm glad you had a good time.
Nice.
And I'm sorry I canceled on you so last minute. Oh my God, dude.
No, that was no. I mean, once again, I wasn't mad or anything like that. I really wasn't. I was like, okay, you got to cancel. It happens. It's fine.
Well, I actually worked. So I'll tell you what happened. I know it sounds like it's a miracle. I actually worked. So everybody knows I'm a contract employee. I work in IT. I get contracts. They could be short contracts for a few weeks, long contracts for a few months. Well, the contract that I was on since April, the end date on it, because it was supposed to be a 5-month contract, is August 31st. I started on April 3rd, and I'm like, okay, so the end of August, and that's everything that I saw in all the spreadsheets. So like the week before, I had reached out to my recruiter, just confirming the end date. I'm not done with everything, but that is perfectly fine because I had the principal trainer for the place had reached out to me saying, hey, could we meet on Tuesday to talk about what's left, the scripts, things like that? And I'm like, sure, because I'm going to do that handoff. I'm going to hand things over to her, and I'm skating. I'm done. Because I had another hospital call me directly, because that's a lot of the places will do that. And they were like, hey, are you free? And I'm like, yeah, I got like a 2-week crossover, but absolutely I'm free, because usually when I start at this other hospital, because I've worked with them off and on for many, many years, and it's always a nice, simple training project. I'm not putting anything together. I am literally just teaching people, and it's remote. So it's all basically demonstrating and asking questions and things like that. It's easy peasy. And I'm like, yep, I got this. I'm like, so we'll just cross it over for a couple weeks. Not a big deal. So my recruiter, I didn't get a response from him. Follow up with them a couple days later. Hey, I just want to confirm my end date. I'm getting ready to hand things over. Oh, well, yeah, I forgot to ask them. We'll find out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, just making sure. I meet with the principal trainer. Okay, so this is how you do this. This is how you do this. I understand that your load has lightened up, which is what I was told. Their load is lightening up.
Yeah.
So she can help. And I'm like, okay, so here you go. And the person that I report to at this other hospital, she's off on family leave. She had a baby, so she's gone. So I don't even have anybody at the hospital to ask. And this principal trainer was like, I don't know anything about you handing work over. And I'm like, she goes, I can't take this on. I just thought I was going to help you. And I said, well, I'm done in like 2 days. Like, it's the end of my contract. I am legit done in just a few days here. And so I pulled out my contract, and it didn't have an end date on there.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Like, I sent Kat, I'm like, I must not have read this bitch very well, because I sent it to Kathy, and the way that it was worded, and it was like buried within there. God, what was it? Not when somebody leaves, not a discharge, but basically the end. The end could come at the behest of the hospital or the consultant, provided the work is done. And Kathy was like, do you got to keep working for them? I said, well, I can push it and say, I mean, it's an at will. I could say I'm done and they're done. But I'm like, why the fuck would they want to keep me? I don't know. Because really I slacked off because I had started that other job, right?
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, fuck. Well, the lady that is filling in for this woman that's on maternity leave, she wanted to meet with me. And I'm like, okay, so here we're going to talk about how far behind I am. We're going to discuss it. And she's like, we really appreciate so much how much you're doing for us. And I really hope you'll stay because so-and-so had told us that you were going to leave. And I said, well, there was some confusion there. And she's like, well, I really hope you can stay and help us. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't know why. But in the meantime, this other hospital, I had started teaching for them. And then they hit me with, oh, dude, I about fucking lost it. Because they hit me with, oh, well, can you rewrite this curriculum? And can you do this? And can you do that? And of course, initially I'm like, yeah, because I can. I mean, they're only paying me like half of what I would normally get for that kind of work because I thought I was just going to teach. And then, I was like, yeah, that's fine. But that's when I thought that other job was ending. Well, now that I know that other job is not ending, I'm like, oh, no. Nope. I cannot take on all this extra fucking work. There ain't no way. I went off on my recruiter. I said, I was told this was a training job. They want help updating this. I said, that is principal trainer work. That is double what I'm making right now. And they're like, well, we can see if we can get you more money. I said, I don't want the money. I don't want the money. I don't want the work. I'm like, you guys aren't getting it. I don't want the work. So since I've had a relationship with this hospital about 8 years now, right?
Yeah.
They wanted to meet with me twice, and they always turn their fucking cameras on their damn WebExes, so I had to turn my goddamn camera on. I look like shit. And first had the one meeting, and then had the second meeting, and there's the one supervisor at the hospital, and then there's this other, I don't know if you call her, I don't even know what her job title is supposed to be, but they're like, well, you've always been so helpful and have bent over backwards to help us with all this kind of work in the past. And we just, because you're certified, which is why that kind of work costs more.
Yeah.
Because you're certified, we just thought you'd like the challenge. Dude, I'm like on this WebEx so they could see me. I'm like, I don't want the challenge. I don't need the challenge. If I wanted a challenge, I would have stayed at the other hospital that paid me double. I said, I just want mind-numbing, useless work where I don't have to think. Not that teaching at your hospital is mind-numbing or useless. And then I don't have to think. And I'm like looking at this WebEx because that's literally what I said. And I'm like, but there is, it's a different skill set between training and this. And they're like, well, but we just thought you'd want the challenge. I'm like, I don't want challenged. I don't want challenged. I don't need a challenge. I don't want challenged. I said, look, I've always put work above everything else, which for everybody listening, that's why I haven't been laid in over 10 years. I always put work above everything else, right? So I am like ready to explode on this WebEx. And so I pulled out the big guns because I'm like, now I got to juggle these two fucking jobs. The one that I already knew I was behind, but I'm like getting ready to leave. Bye. And then find out I'm not. But I'm trying to save the relationship because otherwise I could have cut the contract, but that was my fault for not seeing an end date on there. So I pulled out the big guns. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, last time I was at this hospital, I bet you guys didn't even know that my mom died, did you? And they're like, geez. Oh, no, we didn't. I said, yeah, that's right. You didn't, because I didn't tell you, because I didn't even take the day off work. I said the only thing I did was had the second trainer teach instead of me so I could get the phone call. These fuckers are not going to bother me again on this contract. I'll tell you that. And that legit did happen. I mean, I'm not even lying about that.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it legit happened. But that's what I do. I always put work above everything, like legit everything else. And on Monday, when we were supposed to record that night, I worked for like 14 hours because I was trying to catch up for that other hospital because I blew them off at the end of the week. Because I'm like, I don't need to do that. Yeah. So there's where I'm at. So I'm going to be pretty stressed until I can get one of these contracts to let me go. But I want it to be their choice, not mine.
Well, if you want to start a small Midwestern space company, we can do that too. I know you got the cash.
I'm just like, yeah, the money's good, but oh my God, it's beyond good. But because I'm making good money with just the one contract, even the one that I said only pays like half. That's fucking good money. I'm in Indiana. My house payment's less than $700 a month. It's still fucking good money, but my God. So yeah, the one that's just teaching, it's easy peasy. That's all they have me doing, and they will probably not have me do anything else because they're going to be afraid to ask me. I might pull something else out of my pocket. You know, guess what else I missed because of you guys? But yeah, that's what I do. I tend to put work above and beyond everything else, and I did. I lost it on that WebEx. But yeah.
Yeah, no, no, and I think that's my problem as well. Like I invent things for myself to do. Hence why I have the Etsy store, my newsletter, and like other editing bullshit I just like will fucking do.
Oh,
you know, like
God.
I'm drawing designs for my Etsy store now on my fucking iPad. I'm doing that now too. So
Oh, Jesus. I swear you probably have ADD.
I
What is that?
I know I do because I've been watching some like Instagram things about like what the signs are. I'm like, oh, I have all of those. Good to know.
So now you got to introduce yourself as, hi, I'm Nick. What? I can't think of what the term is for a straight male.
Oh, cis male.
Hi, I'm Nick, cis male. I have ADD. And your name is?
Oh God. Oh jeez. I mean, if I go to the Dragon Con meetup thing again, I'll have to do that. But yeah. Oh God. That was something else, man. Jeez.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and also something that happened. I know my aunt did this to fish for information, but like a few days after Bianca left, my niece, who never messages me on Snapchat, never does, barely ever messages me unless she needs something, she'll message me. She's like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, good. Why are you like? And then my next I said good, and I was like, what do you need? She's like, oh, nothing. I'm like, okay, give it a couple of messages and it'll come through. And she's like, hey, are you and Bianca together? And I didn't answer the question. I blocked her on all of my social media. I'm like, I'm not having her or anybody else spy on me through social media just to like report back to mom or something. Like, it's fucking terrible. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna start asking and hounding you now.
I swear to God, if the CIA needs somebody to keep a secret, like, give me a fucking call, okay? I feel like I have to hide my shit all the time. God, it's fucking terrible. I swear.
Oh, God, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. They're gonna be so excited whenever you do settle down with somebody.
They're gonna know a week before I get married. That's I've put my mind to it now. They're gonna know a week before. Like you'll know like years before they will. Let's put it that way. So will this podcast, and they'll never listen to it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, you'll know years before they will, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because I don't want or need their approval nor need anything from them because I know for a fact it's a cultural thing. I know for a fact it is. There's nothing else to it because every time me and my mom fight about it, it's always like, oh, I want you to be happy, but like I keep telling her like I am happy. She's like, well, I want you to be taken care of. It's like I am taken care of. I don't know what more you want. I'm on a diet. I'm losing weight. Lost 50 pounds so far. You know,
that is awesome.
Yeah,
do you feel any different?
Oh, I feel way the fuck better.
Good.
I'm constantly exercising. I'm constantly out doing stuff. You know, I have a nice big project at work that'll hopefully get me, paid a little more. That I'm working on right now. So, yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff. And I don't know. I mean, yes, I'm single, and do I get lonely? Of course I do. But it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not going to force myself to be in a relationship just because.
Oh God, no.
I'm lonely, or because they say I need to because of some weird like Indian thing of like everybody's got to get married or some shit like that. Like it's very strange, and I've never gotten a straight answer from anybody. And that's the problem. Like I have no idea where it stems from or anything like that. And the funniest thing is like my grandmother was always like, oh, you'll find somebody, marry when you find somebody you're happy with, marry them. And she never forced me, but everybody else kind of did, and it was weird.
Yeah. It'll come. And the thing is, I agree. You shouldn't be with somebody just to be with somebody. It just, I hate when people do that. I also hate when people stay in a bad relationship or a bad marriage because they say they can't make it on their own. Bullshit. Yes, you can. Bullshit. If you want it bad enough, you can make it on your own.
No, that's true. And it's funny because it's also kind of it's sad, but also, you know, it's tragically sad, I'll say, that everybody in my family who does kind of like get on me about getting, you know, finding somebody and getting married are the ones who are in shitty relationships. You know, like my mom, my father was not the best to her at all. You know, it was, you know, there was constant cheating, constant lying, constant bullshit all the time about, you know, with him and everything. It was terrible. And then with my aunt, she hasn't been happy in years with her marriage. My uncle's getting real old and getting kind of senile and just very stubborn, even more stubborn than normal. Another aunt I have in California, like her husband has a girlfriend, but yet she still like will prepare food for him and make sure he's got, you know, like iron his clothes and everything. That I'm just like, fuck, man, you people are weird.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's I almost want to say, is it like a misery loves company thing? Is that what it is? Like, what's the thing?
You know, it's one of those things that you can't explain. I personally would never do it, but I'll tell you, it's like, and I just bitched about, you know, people being political, but quite honestly, that's why I would never vote for Hillary. I'm sorry, but if my husband was getting a blowjob and the world knew about it, that shit, I would have divorced his ass right away. The fact that she stayed with him, I lost all respect for her. I did, because it wasn't the first time he was a known cheater. I was in high school when he first got elected, and I said at that time, oh, no, he'll never get elected. Nobody's ever going to vote for somebody that is a known cheater. And they did. And then they wondered how, you know, oh, wow, he got a blowjob in the White House? Oh, my goodness. No, he fucked around before he was elected president. Did we expect any less? Yeah, I just, nope.
I had no idea that it was like he was a repeat offender. That's hilarious.
Yes. Before he was ever elected. And for those youngsters that don't know who we're talking about Clinton. He had cheated on her prior, and they worked through it, and she stayed in her marriage. You know, they had a young daughter. Okay, fine. You cheat once, you choose to stay together, fine. Work that shit out. But they do it again. And like I said, so publicly.
Dude, that would but imagine if a U.S. president, the middle of his term, got divorced. Imagine that. How crazy that would have been.
Well, she could have divorced him after he was done. But yeah, you're right. That would have been nuts. But I'd have done it. I'd have done it.
That would have.
I'd got half his shit too.
Dude, that would be a fucking national holiday real quick. I'm serious. It would have been, It would have been like a meme, and everybody would have remembered it. It would have been like a national drinking holiday for sure. For sure.
Oh yeah, no shit. I sure as shit would have. Speaking of divorces, did you see there was finally a decision on Kevin Costner's child support? Remember his? Okay.
No, I heard like vaguely there had been some finalization on something. I just didn't know what exactly.
It was the child support. So the one that she originally wanted like $240,000, saying that her kids needed that each month.
Yeah.
And his people came back and said, no, with the accounting, the forensic accounting, $63,000 a month is more what they need. Plus he still pays for all their schooling, all their extracurricular, all that. And then, you know, we had talked before about that bullshit. Well, then they had temporary agreement. He was paying $170,000 a month. And they just went to court. Her attorneys were trying to get it raised to like $180 something $100,000 a month or 190,000 a month. That's what they need. And I swear to God, this is what the bitch said, according to the news, and it was more than one thing. The testimony that came out, I swear to God, this stupid bitch, I love court sometimes because these people, you get them on a stand and they just start rambling. She said that the way that they lived was an experience, not just a house. It was an experience. And that experience shouldn't be taken away from their children. That luxury was in their DNA. Really?
What are you, a fucking Saudi prince? Calm the fuck down.
Luxury is in their DNA?
Oh, God.
That's why you need that? No, bitch. It sounds more like it's in your fucking DNA.
She sounds like a spoiled bitch, really. She does. Like, she very much does. Like, she's had a taste of the good life for a real long time.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to go back to working at Macy's for, like, minimum wage. That's what it sounds like.
Yep. The judge ordered $63,000 a month.
God damn. Ooh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm sure Kevin Costner's like, fuck yeah, all right, got that one done.
And now they still have to go to court because she's fighting that prenup. And remember, one of the things I said in the prenup is if she fights it, she has to pay and loses. She has to pay back the $1.5 million he had to pay her in the first place. Plus, she has to pay his attorney fees. And she already has been ordered to pay. There was something else that had came up about them that she was fighting. She was ordered to pay like $14,000 of his attorney fees. She was already ordered to pay some of his attorney fees. She better shut the fuck up.
Listen, she's going to jail. I think here's what's going to happen. She's going to go to fucking jail because I think she's going to lose. She's going to pay the 1.5. She's not going to have it. Like, she's going to go into like deferment or whatever the fuck it's called, and then like she's going to get arrested because she can't pay it. Well, and then she's going to go to jail, and then he's going to get the kids anyways, so it doesn't matter. Or the kids are going to be like in high school or like college anyways, so it doesn't matter. So.
Well, and here's some of the things that are coming out with the forensic accountant. She's been planning on leaving him for like a year. So she was doing things like taking cash advances on credit cards that the staff members had for the household so that they could use it for household expenses. She was taking cash advances on those cards. Oh, okay. But it wasn't on her card. It was on it. So it looked like it was for the household. And she bought, because Kevin Costner said that they've always leased vehicles. She straight out purchased like 3 different vehicles, one for her, like one for her mother and one for somebody else. She straight up purchased. So she's been doing this kind of shit. And Kevin Costner didn't know anything about it. I mean, fuck, when you have a household that size, that's why he had, like, he probably had a head of housekeeping, a head of maintenance, and all of that. Yeah, this shady bitch has been going around, stocking shit up, stocking her money up.
Stocking cash and things like that. But it's one of those things where it's like, that's really dumb because taking a cash advance on a credit card, that's documented immediately.
Yeah, well,
why
he didn't marry her for intelligence.
That's true. She probably gave an amazing blowjob. Past tense.
Until she got all that Botox and filler.
Yeah, that's true. But it's one of those things like if you were smart, you'd buy like jewelry or something in your name, and then like if things go to shit, you sell it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you get some memorabilia from him that, like a fucking poster or something that he had that's from a movie that he did that everybody wants, and fucking sell that on eBay or something. Have it authenticated and shit like that. Like there, once again, I guess I have a brain I can think about it, and she hasn't. And that's
I remember why she was ordered to pay the $14,000 in his attorney fees, because her attorneys are dicking his attorneys around. One of the things that are coming up about this prenuptial agreement was, did you understand what you read? And her lawyers came back with, well, can you clarify what you're asking here?
I'm sorry.
That's
Do you speak English?
yeah, that's right, because and his lawyers came back and is like multiple requests that her and her lawyers are wasting the court's time. They're being basically belligerent because wanting us to define what the meaning of understand is. These are lawyers saying, well, we don't know what you're asking. That's why she was ordered to pay, because her lawyers are dicking around.
No, yeah. And that's fine.
On her behalf.
Yeah, that's entirely fine. Because, yeah, I
She's
mean...
so going to fucking lose this. She's going to have to pay back that money.
That's what I'm saying. She's going to lose. She's going to pay that back to $1.5 million. She won't be able to because she doesn't have it. And then... She'll
have to live on her little $63,000 a month.
Yeah, and then if she, if she tries to get a job or whatever, she's going to be working at, like, fucking Payless or something. And it's going to take her, like 4 lifetimes to pay back that $1.5 million.
Oh, I'm sure she's regretting it now, because I told you she was all shady about it. Like, she told him she wanted a divorce, and then she wasn't moving out and wasn't telling the kids, and yeah.
Dude, whoever he got that prenup through was a fucking genius. All right,
he needs to share that info with his friends, because
he needs to be like, look, guys, I get 10%, right? But here's the dude's number, okay?
Wow, yeah, and fact, I know it's ironclad.
Yeah, in fact, he should go into business for himself. Get the guy to do, like, just charge a fee, take 10% off the top, say it's your company, and just start doing prenups for like that, man.
Yeah. Right from when she showed up for their first hearing in a fucking limo to argue that she needed that $240,000 a month in child support. And now she's saying that luxuries in their kids' DNA. Shit. Let them live at my house for a minute. They will no longer... They'll think anything's luxurious after that. God.
Oh, my God.
She is a piece of work.
Yeah, that's terrible. And, like, those people are, I hate to say it, but, like, celebrities, I don't even think of them as, like, pretty much human anymore, because they've been at, like, such a high point and lived in such high society that they can't fathom being in, like, the middle class or anything like that anymore. And, like, for them to comment on, especially during the pandemic and shit like that, when they did that stuff, it was fucking terrible. I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, everything's fine. Like, yeah, things are fine for you because you live in a 20,000 square foot mansion and you get Instacarted food at your front gate. Yeah, that's okay. Not everybody, the entire nation can't do that. So
yeah.
We're fucked there for a while, but yeah, like I love how they were doing that. Oh, you can only imagine kind of shit and singing songs and things like that. I was like, you people are so fucking disconnected. It is terrible.
Yep. Well, and she better watch it. She's gonna alienate those fucking kids, because I'm sorry, but if I was a teenager and my mom, now the world knows that my mom was sitting there on the stand saying, luxuries in my DNA, and making it sound like I just have to have all this or I can't fucking survive. She's going to alienate those kids, because she's making it out like it's for the kids. It's for the kids. It's for the kids. I mean, most of us are like, yeah, right, it ain't for the fucking kids. But could you imagine how they might be getting made fun of at school? I mean,
yeah,
she's not fucking thinking about those kids.
No. She's from minute one. She's been very selfish. That's why she wanted $250 a month.
Yeah.
Because she wanted it for herself.
Yep.
But yeah, it's all about her, and that's really terrible that she's been that way. I think she thought she grew a fucking brain or something. It's like, oh, I can get past this and not have to worry about it. It's like, no, you got caught. You signed the prenup, and a lawyer had to be there and sign it to make sure that you were, doing it under your own volition, not under duress and things like that. And that's why he signed it. So this way it's okay. That's why it's valid. That's why it's been notarized, and it's it's all good.
Yeah.
And she thought, oh, it doesn't matter, whatever. I'll get a one of my friends is a lawyer and have him do it. It's like, nope, you're fucked up. You really fucked up.
Yeah.
And you can't just get on your knees and say, no, I'm sorry now, because he doesn't want you anymore. He wants you the fuck out.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes the blowjob just isn't worth it.
Yeah.
That's no.
Yeah, because like she thought she was smarter and like I'm sure like trying to get a year ahead of it like and
Mm.
didn't think anything out and get any sort of guidance from anybody who knew anything. Like, nah, you fucked up, lady. And either she's gonna work at fucking Payless and then go to jail because she can't pay the money, or she's gonna do OnlyFans.
Yeah, well,
You know.
she's going to end up because there's this mutual friend her and Costner have together that I guess loaned her $20,000 because she's so destitute, I guess, even though she was living in that house that's on Costner's property. But she said she gave 10,000 of it to her mother and she gave 10,000 back to him. So she'll have somebody. She'll probably be one of those that are married or dating somebody real soon because she needs somebody with money. But it's her. It's not the fucking kids. Speaking of kids, our favorite topic, Elon Musk evidently had a third kid with that Grimes chick.
Oh my god.
So.
Oh my god.
So. Grimes herself came out. There was some picture that there was a autobiographer or whatever had went out and interviewed Musk, and he was with that one chick that works for him that he had the surprise twins with, that they were like, he fucking had twins because he was with Grimes and had that first baby. Then it came out he had these other kids with this other chick during the same time he was with Grimes. And Grimes said, "Oh, we're fluid." Yeah. No, he didn't cheat. We're fluid.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We're fluid. So then Grimes had that second baby, which she had a surrogate, but it was Musk's semen and Grimes's egg. I think the first pregnancy was really rough on her. So the second baby she had surrogacy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then Grimes and her started looking like they weren't going to be together very much anymore. This biographer just posted pictures of Musk, this woman, and these twins. Grimes had posted on her, I don't know if it was her Twitter feed or it was probably Twitter, that this was the first time she'd seen those other kids, even though it tore her family apart. And she's like, "Please, just let me see my son. Just let me see my son." And she ended up deleting the tweet, but then it's come out they had a third baby. Since then, this kid, let's see if I can see how old this kid is. So Grimes is referred to as the mother of 3 of Musk's children. The third child, Techno Mechanicus, nicknamed Tau, has kept private until now.
Oh my god.
So this kid has to be less than a year old. And Grimes is like, it's tearing her, So Musk is just out there sharing the love, man.
I don't know if she's really torn up, because I'm looking at her Instagram and she looks pretty, like, all the things she's posting. She has this very, like, I guess this futuristic synth wave thing going on in all of her stuff or whatever. She has a lot of raves and things like that. I don't think she's mentally mature enough to like handle kids. I think she's just happy.
I think the kids are with him.
Yeah. I think she was happy she was, banging a billionaire for a minute there. I think that's why she did it.
Yeah, I'm looking at her Instagram now too. I always thought she was a little odd, and they made a really weird couple. And she had some terrible pictures when she had that black hair and she went to that one thing with him. Oh God, he looked like he grabbed her from the gutter.
Yeah, really she did. And there was the picture of her like after they broke up where she's like leaning on a fucking like a stop sign post and like some weird goddamn outfit reading a book that meant like the Communist Manifesto or something. I'm like, how are you, like, what guy friend took this fucking picture of you?
Yeah.
And then she had like some like long diatribe about it. I'm like, listen, nobody believes you actually did this. You're walking around like fucking downtown, like you're walking around fucking, Laguna Beach, reading a fucking book in your weird ass outfit. Like nobody believes that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I can just about 1,000% guarantee the kids are with him. First of all, because of what she posted, let me see my son. Um, and then the second reason, he's always posting pictures with that little boy, that first kid that they had together. I never see the girl, but shit, he loves the hell. He's always been really into his kids, except for the trans kid. That's terrible. He's a terrible father to her. But
yeah.
but fuck, he has 11 kids.
Yeah.
Well, 10 surviving children, I think is what it is.
Yeah. Well,
Might be 11
apparently,
surviving, 12 kids, 11 surviving.
yeah, apparently, that daughter kind of like hates him, and he blames that hate with her because she went to college. Like she got very
Oh, good Lord.
That she went to college and learned, like, because colleges nowadays are not like they used to be, like, where they were, where you actually learned something and had a good time. Now it's just like, from what I've seen, and from a couple of people I know who are still in college, it's this very like, you know, supercharged, PC place. Like everybody's got their safe space. You have to refer to everybody like by their fucking pronouns and this bullshit and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it could have been the case, or you could have just been neglectful. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, you do have like fucking 10 kids. Like you and like fucking Elon Musk and Nick Cannon are trying to make a football team.
Yep. Well, at least Musk's, there's that big age gap between them. So he has his older kids, and then he has like a herd of younger kids. Fucking Nick Cannon, they're all like around the same age. Like even the ones he had with Mariah Carey are still fairly, youngish.
Yeah.
Where Musk has some adult children.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, I don't know what the fuck is up with him. But yeah, I think he has all of him's and Grimes's kids, which you're right. I mean, I don't know. She's a little different.
Yeah, she very much is. Like just perusing her Instagram, she looks like one of those girls who goes to like a rave every weekend or something. I'm just like, no, of course, yeah, I mean, be happy you're with a billionaire for a minute there, but yeah, that's about it.
Well, right after she had that first baby, I thought she was settling down. I mean, she looked great, which my opinion of how she looks great might be different than her own opinion. I get that, but she was with that baby all the time when they were together.
Yeah.
But then it came out that he had twins.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was like funny. I was like, what the fuck? There's a third kid? Where the hell did this kid come from? But yeah, I think it was probably probably another surrogacy. Like I said, that first pregnancy I think was really hard on her.
Oh yeah, probably. And
I mean, she's 35 too. So it could have been an age thing too.
Yeah, because he's I want to say he's in his 50s or his late 40s.
Musk?
Yeah.
He's 52.
52. Okay, yeah, 52. Yeah. Yep, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to quit having kids. He's going to be like dead by the time they make it to college.
Listen, he wants to give each of them like another company he makes. That's all it is. Like he's gonna have like 8 more companies. He's gonna leave all of them. So
you know what's funny though? Out of all of his kids, the only one I ever see consistently with him at work is that oldest kid he had with Grimes. He's constantly taking that damn kid to work, and that kid's on meetings. Yeah, it's really cute, actually. I've seen him on stage, like giving speeches, and like the kid come up. Yeah, kid's there all the time. That's how I know he has the one boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm perusing his Twitter right now. Yeah, that kid's everywhere.
Yeah, the kid always is. Yeah. Sitting on his lap while he has meetings and shit like that. I usually turn his meetings off. I can't he talks too much. And then he talks about things. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. So
That's true. Yeah,
I'm gonna turn this.
he gets a little out there. I'm just like, God, all right.
I'm going to turn this. Oh, God. ScareFest is right around the corner.
Yeah, I just saw your post where you saw, what was it, Tucker and Dale versus Evil recently.
Yeah, I've seen it years ago, but my brother's the one that told me, you know, do you like horror comedy? And I'm like, yeah, I love it. He's like, you should watch this. And I did. And oh my God, I love it. It's so fucking funny. Love it.
Yeah.
Why, isn't that one guy supposed to be, is he going to be at ScareFest?
Yeah, Tyler Labine's going to be there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just think that is such a fun movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, ScareFest will be a great. And I just saved you $700.
Yeah, thank you for that, and I'm glad you did it when you did. But I'm also glad I got the reservation. But yeah, the reservation was at the hotel down there, and it was like, yeah, it was $1,200 fucking dollars. God.
Yeah, and see, when I first was looking, for anybody wanting to know how we saved that, I booked an Airbnb months ago, within like a 5 or 6 minute walk of ScareFest and of Lex Live, which is where a lot of stuff goes on. And it was me and Kathy gonna go, and it was a studio, so it had not quite a studio. It was, you know, but it had one bed and it had a couch, and we're like, oh, one could sleep here and one could sleep there. You know, a nice size place. I got it for less than $500 for 3 nights. And I'm like, that is an awesome fucking deal. But I booked that probably, May, maybe?
Oh,
April?
wow. Yeah. I didn't book my hotel until beginning of July for ScareFest. I mean, still early, not as early as May, but it's still early. But even then, mine was $1,200, $1,221 from Thursday to Sunday. That's that was the price. But luckily I looked at it and like, oh yeah, you know, I could like my last day to cancel was like October 17th or something. So I was like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah, well, and that was the only thing. I mean, quite honestly, with it being less than 500, because Kathy and I wanted a bigger place, because I told you that other friend wanted to stay with us, and I'm like, well, shit, I should just get a bigger place. I didn't want to give it up. If you hadn't wanted it, I was still going to keep it, because like I told you, it could be like a little love nest if any of us get lucky. I'll just, it's a 5-minute walk. Let's run over there. But it was so cheap. I'm like, I will certainly find somebody I know that's going that is going to want this. But I asked you first because I figured, I knew you were staying at one of the hotels that were close. And I'm like, oh God, when I was looking up the hotels, I'm like, my God, these places like doubled their price.
Yeah. They do it for that. I'm sure they do it for that time of year, that weekend in that area, because it's like really, really sought after. So yeah, but like I said, I was just kind of like, and that was the best price I saw at the time. I'm sure it's worse now, but I bit the bullet and I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it. But yeah, I'm sure my credit card statement's going to go down really, really nicely now. A little less money.
Good. Buy me a drink. There you go.
We'll do that.
This place that Kathy and I and Heather are going to have now is like 3 minutes down the road from you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like right on the walk. So, you know, we'll be right by you.
Awesome. That's good. No, that really did save me a lot. Yeah, because when I looked for an Airbnb as well, and I was like, there's not really anything. All the ones that were, you know, reasonably priced at the time were like way the hell out. And that's the thing, is like, even for a hotel that's like $100, even $100, $150 a night, you're talking it's 10 miles outside of the city in the area. That's where that starts. And you know, you'd have to drive in and find parking and then walk, and it's a whole thing. So yeah.
Yep, it's fucking sucks. No, now you got extra money, like I said, for drink and food, and we need that extra money for those drinks because we're going to have fun eating our Flint mints and try to get reactions.
Oh my
Did you see?
Oh yeah, your giant pack of fucking mints. Yeah, and I found those commercials as well. By the way, I know this is going to be really telling me, but like a couple of the girls that were in that commercial like do OnlyFans. I'm like, I know a couple of them because I follow them on there. I was like, I know a couple of them. So.
Oh my God. That is so funny. Yeah, Kathy asked me, she's like, why did you get so many? I was like, well, I got a couple variety packs. And then, right when you're checking out, it's like, oh, well, if you get like this 3-pack, we'll give you an extra 10% off. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Just give me all the damn mints. But yeah, Kathy was like, what exactly are they for? So then I had to get all technical. Well, I did try one. But they have different, I don't know if you could tell from the picture, but they have different strengths. The ones we got have anywhere from 100 up to 275 for the strength. The higher the number, the more tingly it is, and the more you're supposed to salivate. So I told her, I said, well, if you have one in your mouth while you're giving oral sex, it's supposed to be tingly. I wouldn't know, but I did eat a mint. And it is tingly. I had one of the, actually, this is terrible. So when I opened this box, there was like a random mint floating around at the bottom of the box, so I ate it. I don't even know. It could have been fucking drugs for all I know.
Oh my God.
It wasn't even like in a container. It was just kind of like it fell in there.
Oh my God. It's terrible.
I'm like, oh, a random mint. I'm like that with pills too. I'll dig around in my purse or in the cupboard and I'll be like,
that's terrible.
I'll be like, oh, I wonder what this is. Well, we'll find out.
Oh, look, a blue one. Let's take it. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm terrible when it comes to that kind of
God.
stuff. I'm the kind of person, like, if you see me at a party and you're like, here, take one. Okay.
Oh, my God.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Oh, I didn't realize this cinnamon ginger one had a level of 300. Oh, okay, so that one will probably really make your mouth water. But yeah, it is tingly. If you chew it, which it said is supposed to be like more of an effect, but actually I didn't. I found just holding it in your mouth was more tingly than chewing it. Okay. For some reason. But yeah, I didn't realize that one was 300. But yeah, so we're gonna have a plenty of mints. We'll be that'll be a pickup line. I could go up and be like, "Do you want to try a mint?" And then try me.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Oh shit. Oh, you know what's funny? I'm gonna have. I shouldn't say because it doesn't mean they want me. But I was going to say I will probably have so many thirsty men there because I've had several guys ask me if I'm going to be there. And I'm like, yeah. But see, I just, as much as I want, like, there's like 4 different guys that I know are going to be there. I would absolutely spread my legs for any of them. I think they're all funny. I think they're great to talk to, but I don't want to choose. I want them all.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm not going to do that.
Here's what you do. Have them come by and order, okay? Give them a number, a corresponding number, and then give them like a call time, okay? And you give them like 15 minutes and then, take a break and then on to the next one. Okay. So,
yeah, but see, that's the thing. only one. Now, see, once I break that barrier, then I'll be like, oh, yeah, okay, next, bye. But who gets that first taste? That's the thing. That's what we've really got to break it down to.
Well, see, that's why I've been telling you to for this, for your... To break it down, you need a professional. That's why I've been telling you to do that. Get a professional.
Yeah, honestly, that's what it comes down to. It's like it's not would I have trouble dating and all of that. It's just that very first one because, quite honestly, I'd be like a virgin again. I won't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm so out of breath. Yesterday, when I had to go film that little one-line movie, or that movie where I did the one line, we had to walk up this fucking hill. Oh, my God, I was out of breath. I'm like, hold down, wait while I get my breath back so I can say my line. I'm like, there's no way I could have sex. I'd be like, I'd have a fucking heart attack.
Well, you did say on the show one time you couldn't masturbate because you were getting carpal tunnel, so that's always a thing.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, God. Oh, shit.
I shouldn't. I really shouldn't laugh. I really shouldn't. Oh, God. But no,
God.
that's why you need to order you a professional, pay for it, and just knock it out.
And there's another guy that's not going to be there that I'd be like, oh, I like him too.
Okay. Is it because like is not going to be there because it's just like an obligation, it's work or something?
No, he's not going to be there. He's not going to make it.
No, that sucks.
I know. There's just so many. It's like a buffet now.
Oh, God.
Now that my eyes are starting to open again, I'm like, oh, it's like a buffet, man. Who do I get? Think of all the guys I haven't met yet. I don't know how anybody ever gets married and picks just one.
Yeah, I love how you're like giving you this plethora of guys to choose from. And I'm over here like if somebody just like gives me a random hand job in the janitor's closet, I'll be real fucking happy. I'll be the highlight of my year right there. My expectations and requirements are really low right now, so it's fine.
Oh shit. Oh, God. Someday your hand job will come. Well, see, now.
Thanks. Oh, God.
We'll have to, you, me, Kathy, maybe Heather will each take a box of those mints and see how many people we can pick up. Hey, get phone numbers.
Oh, that'd be
try
funny.
my mint? Do you want to try my mint?
Yeah, and surprisingly, ScareFest is packed, man. I was shocked. I don't think. Let's see. So far, everybody's going. Haven't heard anything else about that, so that's good.
Nice.
I'm excited about the whiskey tasting on Thursday. That's gonna be fucking awesome, especially in Kentucky. That's great.
Oh my God, it's gonna be amazing.
That's great. And then I want to meet Tyler Labine and wear my fucking Labor Day orgy shirt and see what he says. That's literally about it. I might sit to the film festival or drink with you ladies, and
yeah,
and just get real drunk and just walk my way back to my place. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, it's just we told Kathy and I were talking today, and we're like, well, we're gonna have to kind of spread our drinking out. I tend to be a binge drinker, and then I get to the point to where it's so much fun. Let's keep going. I need to like stop that. Kathy's like, no shots. We can't do shots. There's just no way. Especially shots of tequila. That fucked her up last year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and you have to get the correct tequila. You can't get like Patron or any of that bullshit that has like additives and things like that in it. There's one thing I've been looking at online is like additive free tequila, and that's become a big thing now. So I actually got a bottle for my place. It's funny. I have like 8 sealed bottles now at my place that are still sealed.
Yep.
Haven't broken into them yet.
Oh, Clint Howard's going to be there. He's my Facebook friend. I wonder if I go up to him and say, "You're my Facebook friend."
He'll probably acknowledge you.
Nuts.
Richard Dreyfuss is going to be there too.
Oh my God, they have a lot of good people there this year.
Yeah, they're doing a whole Jaws thing, so that's cool. Oh my, what the fuck? This girl, Sarah Claxton from Tennessee, is going to be there. That's fucking weird. That's weird. But no, we have what is it? Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton's going to be there.
I was just looking at her picture.
They're charging $125 for their live podcast thing. So
I actually know somebody that's going to that.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yep. That's what they bought tickets for because I said we were doing the bourbon thing.
Yeah, I'd rather
Tyler
do the bourbon
Levine.
thing.
Yeah, they got a lot of. See, this is my thing. I hope we can get some of these guys to party. I will probably regret not getting the VIP pass this time because some of them probably will be at the VIP party.
I feel like if it's you ladies could I could walk in with you and they would just let us in. I feel like that would happen.
Oh my God. Kathy said today, because I said to her the same thing. I said, Kathy, I kind of wish we would have got the VIP pass. I said, but Nick said he wasn't going to get it. And I thought, last year the VIP party sucked. And Kathy goes, Erica, if we want to go to that party, we'll find a way in, right? Like, that's true.
Yeah,
we'll end up at the party.
That's the way it is. Yeah, I mean, once again, 3 ladies and 1 dude. It's more than likely you girls could just walk in and drag me in with you. In all honesty, that's how that would work.
Yeah, there's a lot of these actors I can't wait to see.
Yeah, but that's my that's the only Tyler Levine's the only one I'd want to see. I think there's a couple more to want to talk to that are in some of my favorite shows and movies. But other than that, I just want to kind of go. I haven't done like a big Kentucky convention in a while. I have lots of friends that are probably going to be vending or just kind of hanging around there.
Good. God, I love Adrian. Adrian Barboa.
Oh yeah, no, she's
I love
fucking great.
her.
Yeah, she's fucking great. I don't know. I wonder if this one chick's gonna be there that's like always hangs around these conventions and has been doing them for a bit. That's kind of how I met her. I wonder if she's gonna be there.
Oh, they have the sleepaway camp celeb thing. Not only is Felissa gonna be there, but several of the ones are gonna be there.
Yeah, you have.
Damn.
You have a lot there. They're also doing almost like a Scream Queen thing from Friday the 13th. You have part 1, part 2,
and Day of the Dead.
Yeah, they have Day of the Dead. They even have Jaws as well. They have Halloween as well. That. Halloween's good because you have the little kid, you have the sister who got naked in the first like 10 minutes of the movie. You get the 2 guys who were in the costume. So yeah.
Speaking of celebrities, so Jamie Kennedy has not replied to my last 2 messages. Oh. And I'm the type, I get really, really irritated sometimes. So now I'm going to check right now, see if he's blocked me. Because
if you click on his profile and like there are no posts and you can't see who he's like what the number of followers is, then he's blocked you.
He has not blocked me. But
right, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. You're still in the game.
I sent him a message last week. I said, sometimes I don't know if you ignore me because you think I'm crazy or you just don't see my messages. But either way, you give me material for my podcast. Ha, 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 ha. And then he never replied. He probably thinks I'm fucking nuts. I am, but I'm also a lot of fun. I don't know why he keeps ignoring me.
The first thing is at least you're admitting you have a problem. That's good. At least we know now.
Doesn't he know how much I love him?
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, he is going to be in Atlanta, I think, for the Mad Monster thing there in November. Shit. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to be his friend. I love me a funny ginger.
No, you want to take a friendly seat on his face. That's what you want to do. Come on now.
I do. That's all right. I'll have to move on to Seth Green. Let's see if he's on Facebook.
Seth Green. God damn it. I mean, he's small. You can catch him real quick. It's fine.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can definitely get him for sure.
Aw, he's a cutie. But Jamie Kennedy's one that I could see like getting down and dirty with, and then like going to eat a hamburger or something. I don't know. I think he'd be a little more fun.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Oh, God.
Yeah, he'd be that kind of guy who would have sex with us, be like, "You want to get a hamburger? All right, let's go."
Of course, he also looks like the kind of guy who wouldn't wash his balls before you gave him a blowjob.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's always a treat.
Oh God.
Oh, God. You just worked out. Can you go take a shower first? No, baby, just do it real fast. Not that I've ever been there.
What is it? I've actually heard that before. Apparently, I've heard this on several podcasts recently, where like the women on there like really like get turned on when the guy comes back from the gym and is sweaty, and they will like pounce on him immediately.
So it's a pheromone thing. It's a pheromone thing. I personally would like you. I'll get in the shower with you and wash you clean, and then give you a blowjob in the shower, and then fuck me from behind while I'm up against the wall. But again, we're not. I might just be telling stories here, but yeah, it's a pheromone thing. Men and sweat is masculine, and yep.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I've heard for a while. That's what I keep hearing is like, yeah, when the dude gets back from the gym and he's like sweaty, and like the woman, like a lot of girls want to pounce their dude, and like they'll do everything, and like even as a dude, like I would be against it, because like I'm fucking gross. Like let me go wash my balls first, and then we can get down to it. But like, yeah.
Yeah, no. There are some women and there are some men that will be like, "Oh, just lick the sweat from my balls." Oh. Yeah, it doesn't taste good. But, yeah, some people really get into that. Yeah.
Yeah, once again,
I don't.
I'd have to take a shower, and then we could get down to it. But it's like, no, I
and then we'll take another shower. Yeah, no, I'm like,
yeah,
definitely take a shower. That's not for me. Although, I will say, I do like licking strippers, so maybe I do have a thing for sweat. I mean, I have.
Oh my God! See, and that's the thing. That's the difference between men and women going to a strip club. If men go, we have to sit there. We can't touch the woman.
Yep.
We have to be very specific and things like that. Like it's one of those things where, and like it's not even like an establishment thing. It's a person. It's like a stripper by stripper basis. Some of them are okay being touched. Some of them don't want their your hands anywhere near them. They want you to sit on them. It just depends.
Yep.
And it's odd, but no, like women at a strip club, man, you guys can like damn near jerk the guy off right there.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And nobody thinks twice about it. But
yeah, it's all in good fun. Woo!
Yeah, but men at a strip club have got to be hosed down all the fucking time or something. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I dated this guy once that dated a stripper, and he's such a dumbass. I said, "Well, how'd you meet her?" Well, he met her at the strip club, and she really liked him, and he took her out afterwards, and she bought like these $80 shoes, and then she, they started dating. I'm like, yeah, you fucking started dating. Because you bought her shoes and paid for everything. And then she ended up getting pregnant, and he fought her for custody, and it turned out it wasn't his damn kid.
Oh my God. Yeah, I would want to test ASAP as well too. It's like,
I was like, no, he was fighting for custody. That's why, why the baby got tested, because she was like, that ain't your kid, and he's like, yes, it is.
Oh, that's wild,
dude. Those strippers aren't interested in you for your looks.
No. I don't mess with strippers. Speaking of strippers,
some of them are great. I have friends that are strippers. Some of them are great, but his situation, it's like, I think she made it pretty obvious what she wanted right from the get-go. He was just stupid about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Once again, titties in a man's face will make him fucking retarded immediately. It's just how we're wired. It's just
Mm.
how it is, man. We see it in ass or titties in our face, like we're drunk and immediately. That's just how it works. Like our attention's right there. That's it. Like if four naked women came in to rob a bank, they would rob the bank and nobody would see their faces. Nobody would even know their eye color.
Now
Okay.
somebody's going to have an idea.
I mean, it's true. It's fucking true.
Oh, good.
Because like, yeah, they could be topless. None of the guys there would know the fucking anything about the woman. The women could tell you what kind of fucking earrings they have on and where they got them from, like real quick. But the guys wouldn't know shit. The guys would not know shit.
Oh, oh God.
Yeah. But speaking of strippers, my friend, I was shooting a short at my place with my friend here, and the girl he got to do the scenes was a stripper.
Okay.
So yeah. But no, we shot a little bit at his place across town, and then they came here and shot the majority of it at my place. And he's like, it was funny because like a month before, and he's like, hey man, we're gonna be doing some like nude scenes in your bed and things in your guest room and things like that, and having blood and stuff on there. I was like, yeah, it's fine, man. Just like make sure you don't use my sheets. You have like another plastic one or whatever underneath it. So if anything happens, like I'm good. He's like, all right, no problem. So whenever we got to my place, like, and we shot her stuff, she was fucking naked the whole time. She got into her little like clear little robe or shawl or whatever, and just that was it the whole time, just naked, running around my place. That's all. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Oh God.
But no, we shot the short. I got to use a new piece of equipment. This gimbal I have that worked very well, and everything came out real nicely. Lit everything nice and everything like that. So I gave him all the footage, and he's gonna try to edit together. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. We did do one scene where she had to be like naked in like one of the, like, we were doing like a through the window kind of thing. Luckily people who live around me are kind of older, and they'll go to sleep at like 9, even on a Saturday. So like she was worried about that, and I was like, they're all asleep. They're not gonna fucking know anything. you know.
Oh shit.
And like I'm walking around the building outside of the camera on my shoulder, like shooting through the window, like somebody's like looking at her.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear some neighbors outside, and I see them, and like they just they don't say shit. So as long as I'm not aiming the camera at them and looking through their window, I think they're cool with it. So, but yeah, no, that was my Saturday.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Not bad for a Saturday.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I hope you have a good time in New York and your family gets back home safely.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a journey. I am, yeah, because I think we discussed it, like you got from the airport to your hotel by taking a cab. I'm gonna try to
Mm-hmm.
like navigate the fucking subway or the trains or something and seeing how that works.
It's like some people make it seem so easy, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, once again, I haven't been to New York in like 20 years. Yeah, the last time I was there I was like 15 maybe.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's been a long time. So but I have been live, like I've been on like the MTA's website trying to find like routes, and I've been using Google Maps to like find the routes to where I need to go so I can get to the hotel. So
Okay.
we'll see how that goes. I may get frustrated and be like, fucking, like hail me a cab or something, and
Yeah, see, it's not that I don't think I could ride the subway. I'm quite sure I could figure it out. I just don't have the patience. It's easier just to do the app, or actually when I leave the airport, it's just easier to walk out where the taxis are, get a taxi and go. I
yeah,
don't even like waiting for an Uber at the airport.
yeah,
I want to go.
yeah. That'll pretty well, yeah. I mean, depending on what happens and how late it is and stuff, I'll figure it out because I'll look at the app and seeing how fast the trains are as opposed to how fast a taxi would be, because I know I'll be getting there around like 3 in the afternoon, I think, and that'll be real bad for traffic. So I might just
Mm-hmm.
I might just take the train or see how that works and see what happens. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, you'll have to tell us about it next week.
I will. And I mean, if all else fails, I can pay $700 and take the take the fucking helicopter from the airport to Manhattan real quick. It's 5 minutes, but it's real expensive.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm sure some people actually do that shit.
Oh yeah, I know. Like I follow some people in New York who are fairly well off, and they do that when they're late. They're like they'll schedule it and they'll get to the airport in 5 fucking minutes and they're there.
Wow. Wow.
And whoever came up with that business model, I'm sure is making a shit ton of money right now.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah. So,
I had an idea that blew up like that.
Yeah, but no, I am flying Delta. I've kind of kick Spirit to the curb because leaving the Atlanta airport on Spirit is like always up in the air. Like they may leave on time, they may leave real late. We don't know. So yeah, I just don't want to risk it. So I'm flying Delta.
Oh my God! Speaking of which, have you ever heard of Frontier's like pass things that they have?
Yeah, they have like an unlimited flight pass that's come out recently.
So I bought one.
Okay.
I bought one for the winter. It was only like $299, and it's supposed to be like unlimited flights. Mine started on September 2nd, and it's supposed to be till like sometime in February. I can do unlimited flights, but there are so many rules and regulations and only certain hubs you can go to. And you can't book, like, if I want to fly domestically, so in the States without paying an extra fee, so I want that free because I've already paid the $300, I can only book 24 hours in advance. So I can't book a round trip ticket anywhere because if I do, that second ticket is more than 24 hours in advance, so I'll get charged a fee. So I'm part of this Facebook group, and a lot of these people, it really is intended for like young people that is just going to put on a backpack and just travel the world, right?
Yeah.
Because there's also no guarantee you'll actually get your seat. There's all kinds of people that end up sitting at the airport, or let's say if I wanted to fly to California, I might be sitting in Denver, Colorado for 15 hours before I can catch my next flight because they're very limited as to what flights they'll offer you. So there's these people that are like, oh, it's so great and we're traveling. And okay, so I'm in Denver for the day. What can I do? And then they'll just go out and do something for the day, and then they'll come back and they'll jump to their next flight in the hope that it doesn't get canceled, right? They never check their bags because that'll be a fee. Yeah. If you get your boarding pass printed, that's a fee. But it's like crazy. And you have no carry-on. You can't take a carry-on.
What?
Because unless you pay a fee, and it's like $100.
So you're literally just like you have to take like a camping backpack with you. That's the only like thing you have. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it has to be. You know how they do like a 12-inch by 18-inch? You can have a personal item, whether it be a briefcase or a purse or Otherwise, they will make you. They'll check the size at the gate because, like I said, in this Facebook group I'm part of, people are telling all these stories. They said that, if you check it at the gate, it's like $100, or if you pay for a carry-on at the gate, it's $100. But it has to be small. It has to be very, very small. And the people in this group said, don't check the sizer at the Frontier gate. Check it at a different gate, because if Frontier sees you trying to check your size, they're going to say you owe. Because if you know it's small enough, then fine. But if you wonder, is it small enough, then they're going to charge you.
Yeah, I remember I was coming back from from Orlando or something. I was going through MCO and Spirit charged me an extra $100 for my
Yep.
check bag, even though it was on the ticket. Oh no, yeah, because it was apparently too big or whatever. The woman put it in the thing, and I was like, "Fuck you
Yep.
so much right now."
Yep.
Um,
Anything to get that money. Well, yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's shitty because I mean you're paying so much money for it. Do you think Frontier?
Yeah.
I would think Frontier would make you guys priority almost, and
No, and that's another thing. You may not even get your seat
that's terrible.
because,
Like you've paid the money, you're into this program. They should make you
but,
priority and be like you're going to get the seat
but,
ahead of somebody else.
but airlines are notorious for overbooking,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So who are they going to kick from the flight first?
Yeah. Oh,
The
of course.
people that are paying more or the people that are paying $300 to be able to travel for 6 months? That's why I was like, after I bought it, I was telling somebody, I'm like, damn, this is more for like young kids that I'm going to travel the world with a toothbrush and an extra pair of underwear. I'm
Yeah.
that because you can travel internationally too.
Oh wow.
Now those flights you can book 10 days in advance. But again, they're kind of limited as to where they go. But yeah, some people are having a blast with it. One lady was like, if you see me, don't mind me sweating. I'm wearing eight shirts, 8, pairs of pants. I'm wearing like 3 jackets.
Oh my god.
I was like, what
Goddamn,
the fuck?
lady. Goddamn.
There was another lady saying she gets like a crossbody bag, a purse, and she puts it underneath her sweatshirt, her pullover sweatshirt, and then she has her other little bag. So, like
God
these
damn.
people have all these kind of tricks, but see if they catch you, they're going to charge you more. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I want to do it at least a couple times because I did pay, the $300 for the ticket. But it sounds like it's going to be really difficult for me to use it because I'm like 24 hours in advance. I don't.
Yeah, if you're like in your 20s, like that's the thing to do. Like you want
Yeah.
that pass.
Yep.
Anybody above that age, even to me, that sounds fucking terrible. Because like I want to be able to book my fucking flight 3
Make
months in
plans.
advance, getting a nice seat, a nice ticket,
Yep.
and making sure the itinerary is like starred in my Gmail, and I can have it in my fucking calendar.
Yep.
Get alerts about when I need to leave.
Yep.
Already have my Uber like lined up, 3 months in advance, just so I can
Yep.
so I know everything.
Know that you're going to get there.
Yeah,
know that you not be sitting at an airport for 15 hours.
Yeah,
And
that's like that once again. That's why I'm flying Delta, and I think whenever me and Jeff are gonna go to Halloween Horror Nights in Florida, I told him it's like let's fly into Tampa, because going through Orlando International MCO is fucking terrible. Like it's ridiculous. I can't do it. Because their families are kids. It's always packed. Like it's fucking terrible. I'd rather fly into Tampa and and then drive an hour to Orlando. It's way easier. It's so much easier.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I'll probably book that this coming week. And get it together with him, and then we can do Halloween Horror Nights the first weekend in October, and I'll report back about that too. But yeah, I've done that
Nice.
before, and it's a lot of fun. Halloween Horror Nights is always a lot of fun. It's always a really, really good time.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. I think they're doing a Stranger Things house this year. They didn't do one last year, so they're doing one this year.
I loved the first season of Stranger Things. Got into it, and then I just never got into the second season.
The second season was like more fan service, and that's where they fell off.
Okay.
And then the third season kind of brings it back to like the story they want to tell.
Okay, so maybe I should keep watching because, like I said, I just kind of stopped watching. Just like Grimm. I don't know if you ever watched the series Grimm.
I'm aware of it. Yeah, I know what it is.
I used to watch it religiously, and then years ago
I'm aware of what
there was
Grimm is.
some. Yeah, there was some like Grimm's fairy tales. There really are like these Vesson that are out there, and there's people that are called Grimms, and they find them. And I loved it. It was just a fun show. And it got to a certain point that I stopped watching it, and I never could remember why I stopped watching it. And so I started watching it on Peacock again, and it got to the show that made me quit watching it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, that happens. Just in case somebody wants to watch it on Peacock. Like, oh yeah, I really hate that show.
Well, you and me have Peacock for the exact same reason, for Psych. That's the only reason we have Peacock.
I know, I love Psych. See, that's what I need. Maybe I'll watch that again this week. Because that's a wonderful background, because I don't have to watch it. No. I've seen it so many times. I could just listen. I know what everybody looks like.
Oh God, dude. Oh my God. It's the good thing about that show is that anybody can watch an episode and not really know the backstory and still like enjoy an episode have fun. Yeah. It's not like How I Met Your Mother where you have to watch every single episode of every single season or you won't understand anything.
Yep.
You can catch any episode of that show and like get it. It's just so much fun.
Yep.
And you can definitely tell in the later seasons of that show, like they had full reign of everything and they did whatever they wanted to.
Yep. I really hope that they do, and they should do a movie where like Sean and what's her name? I can't even think of her name now. Have a baby.
They probably will.
That would be just because the last one, Gus and his wife had a baby. So it would just make sense.
And the thing is that the woman that he's in the show with is his real life wife.
Sean?
No, Dule Hill, Gus.
Oh, it is?
That's really his wife. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he met her on the show Ballers because he was in Ballers for I think season 1 and 2, and she was there as well, and they met on that show.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And then she became part of Psych because they were a couple.
Jasmine Simon.
Yep. That's her. That's her.
Aww.
And she became part of Psych because he obviously he's there and like his real life wife might as well have her in there. And that's how it happened.
Oh, they were fun together. Yeah, I liked her. And James Rodriguez. Yeah, Maggie Lawson. That's the other girl's name.
Maggie Lawson. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that show. I just adore it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that again.
Yeah, it's wonderful, man. I really do love that show. But yeah, that's because DeLay Hill was in first two seasons of Ballers, and she was there as well because she was another dude's. She was like a football wife, is what she was, and she played it very passionately and aggressively. Like she was really, trying to be the best wife she could to this character and things like that. She played it very well. She did a wonderful job. And her in the Psych universe, like playing Gus's wife, is also hilarious because they're both trying to play neurotic, and it's really fun. Yep. They're very good. So yeah, I'm happy.
They
with
were
that.
good. Yeah.
I'm hoping that when they do another movie, it's like a Halloween urban legend horror based thing because we need. I want that. I want that so bad. we need one. We need at least one of those because I think they've done Christmas and a couple other ones as well. But we need like a spooky one real bad.
Yeah. Yep. And it's been a few years. It's been a couple years since they put out a Psych movie.
Yeah, the last one. Oh yeah, the last one was Psych 3 in 2001. So it's been you're right. It has been a couple of years. So
2021.
2021. Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah, they need to put another one out because it's still a super popular show. I know it's not just you and I that love this show. I know other people that they just watch it religiously. I told you that one guy I worked with actually got a pineapple tattoo because we were wondering if it was upside down or not.
I 100% love that show. I have I know they just redid the box set recently with all 3 movies in there. And the musical episode. I bought it when it first came out. I think when the show ended and had the other stuff in it. So I don't know. Mm-hmm. I want to rebuy it and I don't want to rebuy it. So yeah. Yeah. But it's it's an unsung classic. It's an underrated show. A lot of people don't like it. It's not. I wish it was on the level of like The Office and things like that because it's hilarious. You can watch it endlessly, and
Yep.
all the episodes are hilarious. I mean, I laugh at all of them. They're wonderful.
Yep. You know,
Um,
I've seen a couple episodes of The Office, but I've never seen an entire season. I've never
uh,
got into The Office.
during the like neither have I, because like everybody would quote it, and I thought it was fucking irritating. Um, during the pandemic, I watched the entire season of The Office, and I was like, okay, I get it.
Okay.
I understand why this is liked. Because once you get past, like everyone's like, oh, you got to get past first season. They're right. Once you get past first season, you can kind of get into it, and
Gotcha.
it's just, I don't know. It's very much like, it just seems like it's one of those shows that's it's it's made for like mass consumption. Like everybody's gonna like this show because everybody's very relatable in the show, and everybody's kind of been in that position before in their lives. If you've worked in an office, you know this thing. Um, same with like Seinfeld and Friends and things like that. It's like, it's just something everybody's kind of dealt with, and that's
Mhm.
this is what the show's about. And like I watched it once, I was like, I'm never gonna watch it again because I was watching it once, and it was like it got kind of boring towards the end. I was like, whatever. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, I way more like smart witty comedies like Psych and Scrubs. Scrubs is a little bit more heartfelt than Psych.
Yeah.
And I do love Community. Community is fucking hilarious.
Now that's another one I just haven't watched. I was always watching other things.
Yeah, Community is great. It's just an ensemble cast of like, people who shouldn't be together. Basically, this guy. It starts out with this guy who he's working as a lawyer, and they find out that his law degree is bullshit, and he has to go get an actual degree from a college. So he goes to the local community college. And he meets like a few other people. They're part of this like Spanish study group, and he starts, then their lives start getting together. Like it's him too. It's just a bunch of people that are like, part of that group, and they all bring something to the table. But the one girl, Britta, that's in that group is fucking the worst. She's terrible.
Hmm.
But it's ridiculously funny. I would definitely recommend it though.
All right.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I'm always looking for. I love comedies. I think we kind of got away from like the comedy series. Um, Everything just seemed to be like action or horror, or,
Well, it's
FBI or criminal.
yeah. Well, I mean, and I blame women for that. Honestly, I really do. Because you all in your fucking true crime podcasts, like just everywhere.
I get it. I get it. But I love that. I love the half-hour comedies. I
Oh
think,
god.
Yeah, that's what
they're
I
not
miss.
a thing, and I'm with you. I miss them. I think Psych was the last one, maybe Community, but like that was it.
Hmm.
And those are truly funny, funny shows. Yes, they do have like a handful of heartfelt moments in them and things like that, but it's not too many to kind of like bring you all the way down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, but we haven't had like a truly like comedic show in a while, or as
Yeah.
far as I know. I mean, maybe there's something on Netflix or Peacock that
Actually,
we missed or whatever.
there is on Netflix. There's a good one. God, and the name of it just kind of fucking like left my mind. Let me because I really really like it. It's the only one I've really seen recently that I'm like, oh my god, I could get it. The Upshaws.
The Upshaws, okay.
Yep, it has. Do you like Mike Epps and Wanda Sykes, Kim Fields?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
all in it. They're
Okay.
in it. Mike Epps and Kim Fields play a married couple, and then Wanda Sykes is Kim Fields' character's daughter.
Oh, God.
So I mean, it's funny. It's a half-hour funny comedy show. I really love it.
I might have checked it
It's
out then.
it's
'Cause,
on
yeah.
its third season,
Okay. Yeah.
or actually fourth season, but they're short seasons. They're only like 10. I
That's
think.
fine. Well, and yeah, and I always worry about that stuff with Netflix because they usually don't want a show to be too successful because then they
Mm-hmm.
have to pay the actors more money.
Yep.
They
And this
want
is filmed in Indiana.
oh wow, okay, damn.
Yep.
So like,
I mean, their characters are in Indiana also, but they do film in Indiana because when Mike Epps came up and was at our comedy club up in Fort Wayne, there was a lady in the audience that was like, my aunt or whatever works on the show. And he's like, said her name. I guess she does makeup. And he's like, yeah, and I'm going to have to tell her your cousin was like hollering. Yeah, it was,
that's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Can't even go to Fort Wayne. Your cousin's hollering. Yeah, he was funny.
That's good. That's good.
But yeah, check that one out. I really enjoyed it.
I will.
The Upshaws.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have I bought I have Netflix for I think a month or two, and then I'm gonna unsubscribe. Actually, they're finishing up their DVD thing. Their DVD thing is going out this month or next month, I forget. But yeah.
Yeah.
No more DVDs.
Back when they separated those things, I should have bought some stock, but I didn't have any extra money then. Yeah, fucking stock. When they did that, it like plummeted and it was like 40 something a share. And I'm like, oh, if I had the money, I would spend like $2,000 and buy a bunch of shares because that'll go back up. Sure as fuck didn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you, I mean, there's the app of Robinhood. I know some people are against it, but there's always other apps you can get on as well, like Public and things like that, to actually buy stocks individually.
I know.
Or whatever.
I just didn't have the money.
Yeah.
I was making like $14 an hour then.
Well, now you can stuff a lot of stuff in the stock market.
Yeah,
and let it sit there for like 2 years and be fine. Jeez.
I know, but you live poor for so long, you're afraid to spend anything is the problem.
Yeah.
That is the problem. But have fun, and hopefully we'll have a lot to talk about next weekend or next week. And
Hopefully New York is okay. I know I'm gonna be around family for a bit, and I don't know. That's always like a roll of the dice.
Mm-hmm.
It could either be really fun or it could be really terrible. So
yeah. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fun, especially because you'll be in New York.
Yeah, it was weird. Like mom was like, "Oh, we'll call you and try to plan some stuff." I'm like, going to plan things. Like we were actually going to go try to watch a show, but like the tickets were $100 a person.
Oh wow!
And
yeah.
And then we're like, "Oh, let's not do it. Let's wait till next time." I'm like, yeah, that's right. Let's not do it right now. But I might pitch the on and off bus to them that you told me about, the hop on off bus, and we might just do that for the few days we're there.
Yep.
This way, we can kind of just roll around the city and just do whatever.
And just depending on what hotel you're staying at, they might give you a free ticket. Now it's like the basic ticket, and if you want to pay extra, because the last 2 times that I've stayed in New York, the hotels were down there in Times Square, and both of them gave me free hop on hop off tickets.
Okay, yeah.
And then I just paid like an extra so I could have an extra longer hop on hop off, but where we got to see more things.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I'll because it's like the Holiday Inn in like Times Square or near Times Square, and really
or at least
really
discounts.
Yeah.
At the very least, I'm sure they'll have discounts for you.
I'll talk to the front desk and see what's up about that and see what we can get, because I'm sure what's going to happen is we're going to just like get up early and walk around the city and just keep going until we our legs fall off or we fall asleep. So yeah. Yeah. I know mom's taking like an obnoxiously big suitcase to transport shit back. So.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm taking a carry-on bag because like I'm taking another pair of shoes, pants, a hoodie, and then like a bunch of shirts and toiletries and underwear and other bullshit. But like I'm packing very minimally. So because I'm only there for what, Monday, Tuesday, like 5 days. So yeah. And then we're coming straight back here to Atlanta. So yeah, that's fine.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I hope you have a good time. You have to tell us all about it.
Yeah, I hope I do too. I hope it works out. I hope it's a good time. I haven't been back in 20 years. Things have changed. I want to, but I don't want to check out the look. Go to the Memorial Museum for 9/11 because I know
Mm,
that'll
yeah.
be a downer of a day for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I saw that shortly after it first opened. It really is. It's very powerful. Um, because of course we saw pictures in magazines and on, the news and the internet, but this just has so much more that you've never seen. It's really, really powerful.
Yeah.
That, and if you go to a Holocaust museum, those are rough ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I might just say, fuck it, let's do it, just because, like, when will I be back there? So I don't
Yep.
know. We'll
Yep.
figure it out. No, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a downer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I will report back,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens.
All right. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like a plan. And we will chat more next week.